This is getting toasty very, very quickly. Oh my god. I need to get it out. Wait, why is the cheese exploding? No! Yes, we're about to get into some serious miniature cooking, some of the hardest miniature cooking that we've ever done. This video is sponsored by the brand new product from 5 Surprised, which is Foodie mini brands. So inside these capsules, we've got miniature versions of iconic fast food items. There are over 60 cool minis to collect in the full range. Inside this range, you can also find these super rare frozen moments, which are basically these epic new minis. It's almost like this moment captured in time of like this fast food item. It's really cool, very hard to find. And on top of that, you can also find 8 different accessories for the perfect miniature fast food world, including a soft drink machine, a ketchup dispenser. The hero minis for this range that are recognized are Subway, Itsu, TGI Friday, Carl's Jr. and Hard Rock. All the places that I go on my daily basis. The ultimate unboxing of the 5 different surprises inside the Foodie mini brands capsule. So it's got this little zipper in the back, as you can see. This is like very satisfying. And finally, so here's the surprises inside. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the best part will be to actually see what's inside. I already love it. This is actually an accessory, I think. So let's imagine you get maybe a hamburger or a hot dog. You can put it inside your miniature paper bag. This is really cool. Immediately, this is the best thing I've ever seen. I think this is from Hard Rock Cafe. I really need to come close to show you guys the details, but look at the whipped cream, the chocolate swirls on top. The next one is, this is a miniature cup of coffee from Hardee's. It says rise and shine on it. Let's see this one. Oh my god, this is a Subway foot-long sandwich. Even the wrapper, like they've done the wrapper, the details on the bread, it makes it look so real. I was gonna say my favorite, but every single one of these is like my favorite. The fact that the box looks exactly like a takeout box from TGI Friday. It even comes with a miniature dip. So for example, you could put your little sandwich inside the bag. Isn't this the cutest thing you've ever seen? It also comes with the collector's guide. This is actually really important, mostly because it is fun to look at all the ones that are available. You might want to come on here and look for a specific one that you might not have, and maybe you can swap with your friends. If you like miniature replicas of things, or if you just really love fast food like me, you need this in your life. Trust me. So we have to transform this into a miniature version. This looks so good and also so impossible to recreate. We're transforming this meatball marinara sandwich into a miniature version using ingredients and utensils from a regular kitchen. Obviously, we're going to start with this is some bread dough. We need to shape it into like a Subway baguette. I don't even know how we're gonna do this, because these are supposed to rise, so it can't be too big. Let's see what we can do. Maybe something like this, like a baguette. Because if this is gonna rise too much, we need this to be even smaller. I may experiment with a few different sizes. Okay, that is probably not gonna work. Let me try with a much slimmer one. Oh, this is like Godzilla making French bread. That's an idea for a TV show that I would watch. Maybe I have to cut this in half. This is like 2 baguettes. This is not gonna look like a Subway sandwich. Look at this. Problem with bread dough is, as you can see, it does not want to stay in the shape. I'm giving props to Subway the restaurant, because this is not easy. Wait, because I might be onto something. This is a lot more like a baguette. Yes! Okay, this one might be perfect. The other ones are too chunky. Should we make those little slices like they do in bread? Not me being a miniature baker. Okay. People who make bread are probably watching this horrified, and people who don't make bread, exactly the same. So I'm gonna bake this and I will show you what they look like in a second. Okay, so they look pretty standard. That's kind of what they looked like before already. Especially this one right here. Like, I don't know what that is. Just definitely know what Subway is selling. My bets are in the middle one. I think that's the one. I think this is ready. I mean, it's not exactly as toasty as I would have liked, but at least this one is not the worst. It is what we gotta work with. Oh! Oh no. This one looks like some Italian French bread, and this one, well, that's my dinner. On to the meatballs part of the meatball marinara sandwich. We're actually using real beef, and I'm gonna try to make tiny little meatballs. Then I'm gonna cook it in my miniature cast iron skillet. How? Well, these need to be so tiny because a meatball is already so small. Now imagine in order to fit in those tiny little slices of bread, like it literally has to be this tiny, about one molecule of a cow. What happens to meatballs as they cook? Do they get bigger or smaller? Because if they get any bigger, this is me trying to resist the urge to compare the size of these meatballs to a booger. Okay, so we roughly got 8 meatballs. As it is right now, I'm not sure if this is gonna fit our miniature bread. This is not miniature enough, so I'm gonna use my miniature salt and my miniature pepper. Why does it look like sugar? And we're gonna use some pepper as well. It's very difficult to do this with miniature stuff. So these are ready to cook in our cast iron skillet, but you might be wondering, where exactly are you going to cook this? I don't know if this is gonna work, but we'll see. We're gonna put the cast iron skillet on top, and I'm gonna add a miniature amount of olive oil. Why is it smoking? Something is smoking here. There's smoke. Should I lower the temperature? Okay, should we test out with one meatball? I'm gonna use my little utensils. If this sizzles, that means it's ready. I'm gonna add all the meatballs. Oh! Ah! Ugh! Why is it still cooking? Okay, it's safe to say that the meatballs are cooked. So this is what our meatballs look like. Because they're so tiny, just started cooking really quick. So I'm hoping that by adding some... Oh my god, it's splashing everywhere. Oh my god. What is going on here? Something tells me that we gotta be done with this machine. Somewhere in this tomato mess, there's our meatballs. Okay, there's 2 of them here. I mean, they're definitely in here. Ooh, they're a little bit tough. Let's assemble our sandwich, I guess. I'm actually glad that we made these different sizes for the bread because this is way too small. Like, I don't think I'll be able... This one is the perfect size for the meatballs. So I'm gonna go with the one that doesn't look too great. Oh man, this is so difficult. I only have one try. If I mess this up... Okay, I feel like at Subway, they only open like half of the bread, right? Or do they open the full thing? Should have asked someone who works at Subway. It kind of looks like miniature Subway now. But I just don't know if I should open the whole thing. I'm not doing any vegetables or anything. I'm just doing meatballs and cheese because that is what's in the classic meatball marinara sandwich. Okay, so we're gonna place the meatballs one at a time. So we only have 6. So we gotta make it last. Okay, the meatballs ended up being the perfect size. And also, this will be fine to eat because they are definitely cooked. It's like a miniature Subway. I don't know how to add the cheese because my cheese is a little bit thick. Okay, I'm still gonna do it. Okay, I'm not gonna do more cheese. And how do we melt the cheese now? Didn't think about that. Either way, this does look like a miniature version of a Subway sandwich. I mean, we definitely did it with this one. So I'm gonna microwave it for 10 seconds. This is the worst idea I've ever had. Okay, look at this. That looks like a... like a restaurant fast food sandwich, specifically from Subway. And then even from the side, when you see it, when it's like, that is a miniature sandwich. We've done it. I'm clapping for myself because that's how proud I am of this. By the way, thank you to my dentist, so let me borrow this. To truly look like the Subway one, I feel like we would need to cut it in half. Okay, it is surprisingly soft. This is the best day of my life. It's a miniature meatball. I don't know why my voice does this. It's so cute. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is the best day of my life. This is the best day of my life. This is the best day of my life. So here we've got the inspiration, which is the Subway meatball marinara mini. Mine is a little bit dry now, but this is what we came up with. And honestly, I'm pretty proud of that. It's very beefy. It's like a beef burger in there. The bread is really good. It's like chewy. It's really good bread. Not sure about the meatballs. The way we cooked them was questionable. This will be a lot of fun. We are going to transform a Subway chocolate chip cookie into a miniature version of it. This one doesn't have any chocolate chips on the outside. Good thing we always get backups. We're going to transform this into a miniature one. I was today years old when I learned that they actually make miniature chocolate chips. These are tiny, tiny little chocolate chips. I've never seen anything like it. I'm mostly worried about the baking time because how long is this gonna bake? 3 seconds? We've got a secret weapon. I purchased a miniature whisk, which we're going to use to mix the dough with the chocolate chips. I'm just gonna add a little bit. This is like a science experiment. We're gonna just see if it even blends. And to this, we're gonna add the chocolate chips. Kind of want to use my hands for this. It kind of seems like the better option. I have purchased the miniature whisk now, so I feel like we have to use it. I am hoping this is gonna work. Oh my god, this is so cute. It's like a miniature whisk with cookie dough on it. I am obsessed with miniature things to a degree that is not normal. This part of the recipe kind of worked, which was mixing with a little whisk. First of all, we're gonna have to cut this parchment paper because we're only making miniature cookies, so we have to imagine this in a different scale. I don't know how to explain this. So I'm guessing this will be enough for like 4, maybe 6 cookies. So here we've got the dough that we made. So I'm gonna try to this alone would be a miniature cookie. That's how small we're going here. But I'm gonna divide this into 4. And you might be wondering, how do I know if it's the right size? Because I'm using half a teaspoon to measure the cookies. So each cookie I'm hoping to be half a teaspoon size cookie. I wish I had a miniature ice cream scoop. I feel like it would be ideal for this, but I don't have it. Should we do 3? I'm scared they're gonna rise too much and then they're not gonna be miniature anymore. Because Subway cookies are kind of flat, they're not tall, so I'm guessing this will be perfect. I just have no idea how long this is gonna cook for. That's how miniature they are, that they don't actually look real. We're going to sprinkle some extra chocolate chips on top. Oh my god, this is so cute. This is possibly the cutest thing I've ever done. Now with the chocolate chip added, they look even more unrealistic. I am going to put these tiny little cookies in this giant baking sheet because I don't have a miniature one. When you want a snack but you're not too hungry. Okay, they're definitely cooking. I don't know if you guys can see, but like those chocolate chips are kind of looking really appetizing. Like that looks really good. It kind of does look like a Subway cookie. We just need a little bit more color in it. I've never been more nervous in my entire life. Those two over there are getting dangerously close to each other. Oh my god, it looks like a Subway cookie. Should I remove it now? Maybe. Okay, I'm gonna say that's enough. Oh my god, that looks like Subway cookies, and it's miniature. My voice has never been this high. That is beautiful. That is. Oh no, it's burning. Okay. We need to stop the cooking. I don't know where to put this. I don't have a lot of space left, so this will do. That's so cute. Oh no. Oh, that one broke. Stop cooking, stop cooking, stop cooking. So this was our inspiration, which is the cookie minis. This is like one of my favorite ones. I just love the fact that it's coming out of the bag. I find this one very true to an actual Subway cookie. This is what we produced, which honestly, here on camera right now, it kind of looks like a normal size cookie. I don't know why. I think it's the angle. I mean, it is still bigger than a Cookie Crisp cereal. It could have definitely been a little bit smaller. Now looking at it, I'm like, my biggest worry was that it was going to be too crispy if it was smaller. Yep, that's pretty crispy. So I don't think it's going to taste much like a Subway cookie. Never mind, turns out I'm wrong. It is chewy in the center weirdly. These chocolate chips, the miniature ones, I need a bowl of 500 of these. And I need it tomorrow morning for breakfast. I think we all knew this was coming. This is the TGI Friday classic mozzarella sticks, which have a very specific look to them because they're square. We have to make a miniature version of this. The only way this will work is if I'm able to cut these mozzarella sticks into squares. Unless this works I'm just gonna give up immediately. I mean, that's kind of square, actually. This is kind of a square, right? I'm gonna cut it in half. We're committing to it. 1, 2, 3. They're definitely square. This one is, which is exactly what I was looking for. I'm gonna use the world's tiniest whisk to whisk an egg. The egg yolk is bigger than the whisk, so it's like... This might be the tiniest anything anyone has ever breaded. I'm gonna use my tiny salt and pepper to season my breadcrumbs. I'm gonna be here all day. I'm coming up with new techniques as I do it. Kind of running out of utensils here, but this will do. So I'm gonna mix it. These are the tiniest breadcrumbs that I could potentially find. So I'm gonna grab one of the squares of mozzarella. So I'm gonna dip it in the egg, which surprisingly does stick to the egg, and then straight into the breadcrumbs. And I should definitely have a different tool here. We'll be fine, we're not making that many. Wait, this is kind of looking right. So when you're done, wait, I am a genius. So when you're done, this is what you get. It could be a miniature fish finger, but it's actually a miniature uncooked mozzarella stick from TGI Fridays. And it looks similar, just tiny. Should we double dip them? No, I think it'll be fine. So once again into the egg and then into here. I thought this was going to be way too small, that I wasn't going to be able to make squares out of it. And this was definitely not going to stick. The living proof, the delusion is the key to success. So I'm adding some vegetable oil. And by some, I mean, yep. That's about right. So here we've got our mozzarella sticks, and we've also got... Oh, this is too hot again. I don't know what is wrong with this thing. Oh my god, this is literally gonna explode, and I'm not here for this. I've got my miniature little tool. Should I just drop it? Wait, that seems about right. So let's do 2 of them. Oh my god, we're deep frying miniature food in a miniature... Oh no, the cheese is melting. Oh no, that's not good. This is getting toasty very, very quickly. Oh my god. I need to get it out. That is not exactly what I was hoping for. Wait, why is the cheese exploding? No! Oh no. The cheese is exploding. It's melting. Miniature mozzarella sticks might be the hardest thing we've ever made miniature. And I put them in the fridge for a little bit, but I think they need to be fully frozen. I mean, they look terrible. At least they're fully cooked. Oh, I burned myself. From far away, they definitely don't look too bad. I think they needed to be fully frozen. Like, I cooled them down before frying it, obviously, but it just melted too much. I mean, you can hold them and everything, but as you can see, the cheese sort of escaped. It probably will still taste great, because I mean, I did let them get a nice color. We lost about 30% of the cheese. Let's be honest. For presentation, I think I'm gonna put them in a little, kind of like a takeout box situation. I have this little cap. I'm not even sure where it comes from, but I'm just gonna fill it with the sauce because I do want the presentation to be quite similar. Oh, like that was literally to the T. The sauce is gonna spill, oh well. And then I'm just gonna stack our mozzarella. That was my favorite one. Gonna stack them up. These are like the soggier ones, which I'm sure they'll still taste good. Oh no. These are a mess. And that basically concludes our TGI Friday mozzarella sticks. I'm not gonna lie, guys. When it comes to the look of it, I'm not sure. Maybe it looks fine. Maybe I'm just being too harsh, but we'll compare it with the real one. It's pretty different, but you know, at least we did the dip. Oh, this is marinara and we use the chili dip. They're like dry now, but it's just, this is something else. If I split mine in half, mine don't even split in half. It's like leather. So here we've got the inspiration for this one, which is the mozzarella sticks. It's pretty great. It's very detailed. This is easily my worst miniature food that I've ever made in the history of my YouTube channel. At least you can dip whatever this is into the dip. It's not like it makes this whole thing worth it, but you can dip it. So, kind of. Is it cooked? Yes. Does it taste like the TGI Friday square mozzarella sticks that were the inspiration for this? No. No. Am I still gonna eat this whole thing? Yeah. This is one of the most exciting ones to turn into miniature food just because I think this is gonna be the cutest one by far. A Carl's Jr. cinnamon bun. This is gonna be really fun to replicate into a miniature food, I think. First of all, I've got some cinnamon and brown sugar in here. After taking a closer look at the cinnamon bun, I realized that this cinnamon bun is actually very light, so we're definitely gonna go lighter with this mixture. I don't want it to go too caramelly. So this is actually kind of perfect. It's just cinnamon, sugar, and it's like just the perfect consistency. Onto the actual dough for the cinnamon buns. I thought I was just gonna use some cookie dough initially because it would just look the most similar to the Carl's Jr. cinnamon bun. But then I thought that when we bite into it, it's gonna be completely different and that kind of defeats the purpose. So this is it's like a soft dough that is kind of used for cinnamon buns, I guess. So we gotta make this thinner, smaller. I have no idea. I'm guessing like a square around this size. And then we gotta make this stretch. So let's see if this works. I hope it doesn't stick. Okay, so far it's fine. And hopefully this will work out. It's kind of what I was hoping for. It's like almost see-through. Like if I move it too much, this will definitely tear. This is like really, really thin. I wasn't sure if this is gonna be possible, but I think it might be. I'm gonna just make this a perfect square. Okay, so here we've got some melted butter, so I'm gonna just use a brush. Ideally, I would have a tiny little brush to do this, but I don't, so. I know that if I use too much butter, this is gonna be a mess. So I literally need to like, this will be fine. Am I delusion or is this actually working out? Or both. So now this is when we have to go very lightly because that specific cinnamon bun, you can barely see the brown in it. This is not the cinnamon bun that I would make in my normal sized world, but this is a cinnamon bun we make in our miniature world. I can never remember which way you're supposed to roll a cinnamon roll, so this might be where I mess it up, but I think this way. I need to try to lift this. This is so thin. I want it to be quite tight. Oh my god, it is working. This literally looks like I made just a tiny little cannoli. It is a miniature roll for cinnamon rolls. Oh my god, how am I gonna do this? I think the only way to do this is with a serrated knife, right? I'm just gonna cut the ends. I wonder if it should have been bigger. I'm gonna divide this into 4, 3, 2.5. It is really cute because it's so tiny. It looks like one of those dental sticks that my dog chews. What if I flatten it down? Am I gonna ruin it? I was thinking of putting them in a cast iron skillet, but I don't think I'm gonna cook all of them together. I know this is horrifying that I'm doing this, but like that looks a lot more like it. So I'm gonna brush the pan quite well. Was that too much? And I'm gonna put this in here. And we know that that will definitely not stick because I'm just gonna bake it and see what happens. So the oven is ready and I basically decided to go with 2 different options. The one that we made, the one that is slightly taller. If it's gonna be a height thing, this will be the best one because you see how it's like flatter? This one is taller and tinier. I am guessing 6 minutes. I don't even want to check because I feel like I'm gonna be disappointed if I keep checking, so I'll see you in 6 minutes. In the words of one of the greatest philosophers of our time, you better work. I forgot to keep track on how long it's been, so let's have a look. Wait, why does this one look like a fancy dessert? Wait, this one looks actually perfect. I think we nailed it with the amount of brown and sugar in it. It's just enough that it's a cinnamon bun, but not too much. So once we ice it, it's going to be perfect. I'm gonna say that it's ready. This one is getting very brown, as you can see. And this one looks actually perfect. That's kind of what the other one looks like. Wow. We did something. I'm gonna do my best and not burning myself here. The thing with cast iron is it's heavy. Oh my god, this looks even better in the light. Okay, I need to... Ouch! Ouch, it's hot, it's hot. Ouch, 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 ouch. Wow, that is some dramatic lighting. I don't think the shape will be the best for this. So I'm gonna go with the slightly bigger one, but it just looks more similar. Thought I used a lot of butter. Turns out, you just know that that would taste incredible. I do love it and I will eat it. Now this is the one that I'm actually gonna go with because it is a little bit more square, and the original one from Carl's Jr., it's actually a square. This one is a little bit more like... Wow, great. Look at the crispy bottom though, and this one is way softer. This one is not like overly crispy like the other one. I wanted to find a similar box to the original one, and I found this like paper box. I think this, oh my god, this is so cute. Oh my god, it's literally meant to be. It's really cute. We gotta do the icing, and I'm like so scared. I think I'm just gonna do it straight in the box. Okay, I think the consistency, it's pretty good, and it's actually quite similar. So the original one looks kind of messy as well. I think we just put this on top and just let it run. Is this not gonna run? I will make you run. I will make you run for your life. Why is it so thick? Wait, I'm gonna microwave this for literally a second. Okay, I don't even know how to show you because it looks so good. So I put this in the microwave for literally like a total of maybe 3 seconds. Okay, now it's melting too much. I need you to stop. Stop. Please stop. I just know I'm gonna drop it. Oh, look at this stickiness. This is our miniature cinnamon bun, and honestly, I love it. And I'm gonna put it back in the box because I do not trust myself here. That is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. So this is the real life cinnamon bun. It is a little bit square and it's more cake-like. And this is the one that we made. A little bit rounder, it's not really square, and it's not fluffy. I actually think the icing made it look shockingly similar. I think we've done pretty good with this one. So this was the inspiration for this one, which was the cinnamon bun from Carl's Jr., which looks incredible. Even the box, the details on the box. I am not entirely disappointed with mine. Considering that this is edible, I don't think we did the worst job. Even the frosting that we did, it kind of looks artificial. And the best part about this one is that I am pretty sure this is gonna taste incredible. Oh my god. Oh, that is very, very good. This one is basically like a fancy pastry. It tastes like it. This could honestly be like a gourmet food. That's how good this is. The only downside, the size. And this was officially it for this video. This has been a roller coaster of adorableness. I might set my kitchen on fire-ness. All my clothes smell like beef, olive oil. Everything that we used in this video-ness. This is not even up to discussion. I love miniature foods. I will 100% make this again. I can only hope that you had about 3% as much fun as I had, and then you had fun. Don't forget to subscribe and switch my notifications before you go. I know it's really annoying that I still mention this in my videos, but I also don't want you guys to miss out on future episodes, so it is what it is. Leave a comment down below and let me know what other foods we should turn into miniature food. Ask for it, I'll make it happen, I promise. I love you, and I will see you on my next video. Bye bye.